everyone, and welcome to Burn the Ship, the podcast that helps entrepreneurs go all in on their business, and we introduce them to professionals that can help them do so. Today, we have a very special guest. Chris, introduce yourself, Chris.
Hi, I'm Christopher Ciero with World Security Alliance.
Excellent, excellent. We definitely appreciate you coming on today, Chris. And we understand that time is one of our most valuable resources. So go ahead and share with us a little bit about your journey.
Well, that's a good place to start, I think, is right before World Security Alliance. And we'll start talking about a company called American Banknote. It's a company that's one of the world's premier security solutions when it comes to documentation, legal documents, items of that nature. We were working on a subcontract for the United States Postal Service. We're in a lockdown facility with armed officers because we had legal tender in the building. So pretty interesting stuff there. Very passionate about what I do. That stint as a subcontractor for them is what started me on my path to World Security Alliance. Belief in good, solid effort, honor, integrity in our work, doing our jobs appropriately. I unfortunately lost the job there due to the pandemic, and I had already started World Security Alliance into a part of my work for that company. And as opportunities presented themselves, I decided to see what I could do with World Security Alliance, and here we are, almost 10 years later.
Excellent, excellent. Now, security, that's an interesting line of work to go into. I always ask the question, what got you going to choose that? When you were younger, you wanted to secure things, or you fell into it because of your education? Tell us how you started on that path.
Well, my father and mother met during the Apollo missions at Cape Canaveral with NASA. And so I was raised on what I like to refer to as a multi-generational approach to projects.
Okay.
Nothing happens instantaneously anymore. And there was a lot of security that went into that. And then as I proceeded to study and work in educational areas, earning degrees in information security for my undergraduate, let's say, I started to see very interesting articles on like groupthink and issues like they had at NASA later on after my parents had left. So I've kind of been thinking about this for many, many years, is implementing security in everything that I do, because it presents a very solid foundation to anything we do nowadays, especially when it comes to algorithms and artificial intelligence. And I'll get into that a little bit later on, but
Yes,
that's
yes,
how it started.
excellent. I always ask that origin story because it's important for me to lay the foundation of, why they should pay attention to what you're sharing. I look through your profile and I see you have so much knowledge and experience on what you do. I just wanted to dip my toe in there so they can have an idea of why it got started.
Yeah.
Now, let's just say 10 years ago, you were about to get ready to start your business that you're currently doing now, but you were with the other company with the armed guards and all of those things. Chris, what is it that happened? What event happened to make you say, okay, I'm going to burn my ship and go all in on my business? Was there an event that just happened?
Well, it was during the pandemic. I was working on my doctorate at the time. Um, we found out we had a surprise on the way, my
Okay.
son. So
Okay.
it was a multitude of things, if you will. Life was guiding me in that direction, and I decided to step up. And
Okay.
being like I said, a multi-generational approach with honor and integrity in the works that I do, I felt that it was time to see what I could do. I was earning my doctorate. I put all this effort in for all of these items. It happened that way, I guess you will, if you will.
Okay. Okay. Just accumulation of events. Sounds like family was the spearhead, which is always a thing because as you say your surprise came, you wanted to make sure to have that time and make sure that you can show them the future of what you can do as well. Now tell us all about your current business. What is it that you're doing, and that way the people will know how you're out there helping them.
All right. Well, uh, I don't sit idle and haven't sat idle for a while. I think, as you've noticed, um, I guess the first things that I've always been passionate about is leaning into helping out companies is really the fundamental core item here. With again with uh, integrity and honor in the approach for security, so that we can help build defenses in layers for the companies that we work for. So everything that we create, whatever it is built with that thought process. My dissertation for artificial intelligence for my environments, I've helped some as a subcontractor to potential primes with the government in other facets and fashions. We seek to be exactly what we say we are when it comes down
Mm-hmm.
to information security, which is having the education, the knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and the experience, as well as the certifications
Mm-hmm.
to maintain that global approach. We work with global teams upon occasion with development processes. And again, having that security in mind, as I mentioned before, when you do these approaches, helps lend um, credibility and work and effort to the support we bring to organizations. One of the current items we're offering is the ability to be registered practitioners with what's referred to as the CMMC level 2, which is helping government subcontractors and prime contractors achieve accreditation for controlled unclassified information. A lot of
Mm.
a lot of words to a lot of people.
Yes.
So
Yes.
don't get worried. We know what we're doing. We can help you get there. That's what we're trying to do with some of these subcontractors working for and with the government to help present a secure infrastructure, which is
Okay.
again kind of what we're leaning into with water, power, light. A lot of these government structures that are out there that are being worked on due to some of the
Mm-hmm.
policies that have been passed in the last 4 to 6 years. So it doesn't really matter who you are. There's a lot of work to be done and a lot of help that we can help you with there.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. And that's what I was going to ask for next, to share with us a framework of what that ideal client looks like. Now, it looks like you're helping government businesses that work with the government, that support them, some government agencies. Would there be a different niche, or is that what the business you're trying to capture right now?
Uh, I'm working along a couple of tangents, if you will. Right now, it doesn't really matter the industry. My experience, our experience, has lent itself towards being able to work in those different types of environments, whichever
Mm-hmm.
they are, which is, again, what I think sets us apart from other security companies that just want to kind of cookie cutter things out there. It's
Mm-hmm.
not possible. Everybody's environment is an individual entity that they've taken their time to build upon, just like Roderick Ricks. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't we would come in with an assessment and determine what the needs were, and then
Mm-hmm.
proffer that to the company.
Mm-hmm.
Some are more mature than others in some ways when it comes to infrastructure and cybersecurity, and there's a lot of learning there. Which again, we're passionate about teaching as we go, and so
Mm-hmm.
we document and we show and we share because that's what means something to any environment. So if you're a banking institution on the commercial side, very important, SEC, FCC, all those big acronyms, right? Or if
Mm-hmm.
you're a shipping and manufacturing entity, there's a lot of items there to be concerned about as well, depending on what you're using. If it's
Mm-hmm.
GPS or some logical implementation of an application, you want to make sure that that's secure for your customer or your client. And that's where we come in and make sure that you're using best standards and practices as they pertain to your industry. Um, I could go on, but
Yeah.
it's both. It's both.
Okay.
I enjoy working with commercial right now. I'm really trying to just shore that up on the government side as well, because I am passionate about helping out America, right?
Yes. Yes.
Solidify our status within the industries, whether it's helping somebody secure their Microsoft tenant for use of Copilot, artificial intelligence. We can help you label your data, help you
Mm-hmm.
get ahead of the game. That way, you're knowing that you're safe you're secure and solid on your investment with World Security Alliance.
Yes,
So
yes.
just as an example.
Yeah, it sounds like it's something that every business could use, the security, if you're handling data at all. So it sounds like you're pretty much business agnostic.
Right.
So you can help if anyone that's doing anything electronic. And to add on to that, not only do we want to know who's a good referral for you, we also like to know who's a good referral partner for you. And what I mean, our business is credit card processing.
Right.
So CPAs, bookkeepers, those SaaS developers are
Right.
great referral partners because they send us business. Who is it that is a good referral partner for you that sends you over opportunities so we can try to connect you?
Well, up to now, it's been word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I'm trying to reach out and become a little bit more autonomous in the industry as the premier solution for this. So I'm seeking other avenues, much like this podcast,
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
see about the outreach. But we have a pretty solid name. Um, if you were a government subcontractor or a banking institution, I've got several referrals through other people because I've worked with those types of entities. Or if it's shipping and manufacturing, I have an understanding of those ERP solutions and how to label and appreciate appropriate sets of data across the United States and well into any other partnerships that they have outside globally: Colombia, Spain, Australia, New Zealand. Everybody branches out and has connections to other places. It's just what I refer to as securing our links in that chain of communication. So that's as yet to be defined. I would suggest.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I always ask that question because we're bit networkers, and of course, I want to find that company that needs your cybersecurity assistance. But I am probably more likely to find that referral partner. That's why I ask because I'm always out and about networking. So as you firm it up, you let me know, and I'll be more than happy to try to reach out and get you some of those opportunities. Now, you have been in your CIS information space, your MSP world for many, many years, and I am confident that you have acquired and nurtured some skills that you can share with the entrepreneurs that are watching today that they can add to their bag. Do you mind sharing with us a few of those skills that you have acquired that someone else could possibly use?
Absolutely, not a problem. Patience, tenacity,
Yeah.
uh, understanding that it's it's hard work,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the things that lends itself back into when I made the decision to come in to business on my own, is to learn that nobody's going to do it for me. I need to do it for myself and develop myself as that commodity to bring it to market. And that's really the suggestion there, is having patience with yourself again, understanding that you're going to have to sit down and do some hard work. Getting the honors and accolades to work with the government, much less any other entities, a proof of concept is difficult, but you can graduate past that by again just bending your brow to the goal that you have in mind. And
Yes.
it's hard sometimes. I can speak to that, but over the years, it's really started to pay off. So that would be my suggestions and recommendations.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. It seems like you say, hey, write your mission statement and stick to it, although it may try to get knocked off course by
Right.
life or competition in the market. Regardless of what it is, just stay strong, stay steady, and
Right.
go with what your goals you have set. So I definitely appreciate you sharing that because somebody's going to see it, agree, and that could help them to move forward because that's the purpose of the show today. Now,
Absolutely.
Chris, you've talked to us about all types of security matters. You've told us about your certifications you've received, but we want to talk a little bit more about Chris. Now, let's just say you were able to secure all of those government agencies, all those support businesses, and you have more time for yourself. What is it that Chris would do with that time he has on his hands?
Oh, uh, well, the work life balance is always a difficult uh, act. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what I would do for some of my efforts is I do volunteer work for the Civil Air Patrol, Air Force Auxiliary, and I also do some for the United States Coast Guard and their auxiliary as a volunteer. I do enjoy helping out others through those outreach programs. Um, I've gotten my own commercial US, I'm sorry, SUAS or SUAG, which is a remote pilot's license for
Okay.
drones.
Okay.
And so I use that for search and rescue, but I also use that in some of my off time with the family when we go on travels. And uh, we like to hike here in the United States and camp out and all of those types of items because it's about the experience and also enjoying what I do outside of work because I happen to be passionate, as passionate as I am about family as I am about what I do with cybersecurity, which kind of makes it a little bit easier to kind of go out and do search and rescue preparation for the Civil Air Patrol, emergency services, and disaster recovery. Um, so you go camping, you think ahead, and you plan it out, and you make sure your family's safe and ready to go with your kids there. But we do enjoy that and going to see the sites out in the Southwest. So those are kind of our goals outside of that. If the time presents itself, that's what we try to leverage there.
Excellent, excellent. Like I said, in our previous conversation before we came on the show, looking through your profile, I can tell you're a man of service, and we truly do appreciate that, not only with your clients that you acquire and you come across, but even in your spare time, you're still trying to figure out how to serve, and that is an excellent trait to have, and we truly do appreciate that. Now, Chris, how is it that the people can get in contact with you if they have more questions when it comes to cybersecurity, or if they want to talk about some of those skills and experiences that you have had?
Oh, absolutely not a problem. We have our website, worldsecurityalliance.com, that anybody's welcome to go to. We have the chat functions set up so that if you want to send an email through there, you can. You can reach me via my email address, chris.ciero@wsaone.com. And then my direct cell, which is 615-972-6377. And I'm happy to talk to anyone. I help out family and friends all the time. There's a lot of questions out there, a lot of um, information, we'll say, that may not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily be true, that you're more than welcome to ask us about, see how we can help.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Now, we truly do appreciate you taking time and sharing with us, some of you. We know that's always big because, a lot of people won't share what their experiences are and what they've had. And we want to honor you, Chris, by giving you the last word on the show. So if you don't mind, look into the camera and tell the people something good.
I just want to say that I believe that there are good people out there that want to do good business with people like myself. Um, if you're somebody like that, obviously feel free to reach out and we'll see what we can do to partner up and get some things done and get your company on its way to security and success in the future. It's just an honor and a privilege to be here with Burn the Ship, and I look forward to working with anybody who's willing to listen.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for coming on today, Chris. We truly do appreciate it. And to the entrepreneurs that are watching today, be kind and thanks.